was at Nolan Catholic High School and met my basketball coach, Coach Alan Dunbar.
The thing that stood out most about Cinto, other than he was very respectful of me, was that none of the other guys seemed to have much respect for him. He just wasn't real popular among the guys. They made fun of him, and I thought, that's a kid I need to be a good young life leader for.
Coach Dunbar approached me about going to this camp. First thing I responded with was, I don't have enough money. So he shows up at my house, and he comes in, and he didn't really speak Spanish. My mom didn't really speak much English. And she reached up above the kitchen sink and got this little coffee can where she had roughly about $100 and handed it over to him. And she said, we can't cover the rest. And he told her, don't worry about it. It's taken care of. And then we got to camp, and I got to the most amazing, beautiful place I'd ever seen in my life. I'm hearing a message that I thought I had heard before. I heard it in a much different way at camp. I grew up in an environment where I was made to feel guilty for everything that was happening to me. I wasn't taught about the love that Christ had for me, about the flawed human that I was, and that nonetheless he still loved me, and that I still had a place in his kingdom. And it allowed me to come back with a different perspective, with a whole lot more love in my heart than guilt. And it freed me as a person to do God's will.
And came back, graduated from Nolan Catholic. I moved on, and we didn't see each other for maybe 20 years.
It was a number of years ago where I ran into Coach on a Saturday morning outside of the Northside Recreation Center. We're there painting a mural with our young people from the juvenile department, and there he comes out, walking out much older, much more gray, and a lot less hair on top of his head.
And he said, Coach, this is amazing. And he said, well, since I got out of college, I've worked with young people here. We built all kinds of programs for them, but we got nothing spiritual to tie everything together.
It was everything that I had anticipated that would happen. The tears flowed out for both of us, and the conversations was again heaven sent.
He had a vision which was much bigger than Young Life, but Young Life was at the hub of this vision. And it was much bigger than just Northside High School. Next thing you know, we sent some kids to Frontier Ranch that first summer, started a club. It just exploded, it went crazy. And so now there's a club at Northside, there's a club at Carter Riverside. They're both growing like wildfire. And I have the privilege of being the oldest volunteer leader in Fort Worth Young Life.
So currently I'm sitting on the Fort Worth ISD School Board, and as of May 26, 2015, became the president of Fort Worth Independent School District. And currently working collectively with our board to ensure that we stay focused on children, that they are the primary reason why we do what we do. It's the reason why I'm passionate about making sure that Young Life is sustained and continually evolving, as in my career as a juvenile probation officer in the state of Texas. So I'm at a facility where I see young people that are lost, not socially aware, and definitely sometimes not spiritually aware. And I have seen what happens to young people when they get connected to their God. When they get connected to their God, there's reasons to live. There's reasons to live in a just and a fair way. We used to be one of the top 10 worst zip codes in the state of Texas. I would dare say we're probably not even top 10 worst zip code in the county anymore, because a transformation has happened on our side of town. And as a school board president, I feel that my job is to share that message of God and show that love and compassion, and even in many times to give that message of forgiveness, so that we can function and we can do what's necessary to allow children to live their lives the way it was meant to be.